Hey guys, it's been a while since I've posted the progress of the 4.6. For the past half year I was slowly fine-tuning the engine and getting rid of the various issues which initially popped up after the assembly. In this episode I will try to cover all of them. Let's get into it. First issue I've encountered was the leaking radiator. Can you imagine? This thing is brand new, made by Bear. Unbelievable. How crappy the spare parts today are. I've grabbed the pliers and bent all of the metal tabs across the radiator, making the inner rubber gasket more tight. The leak has stopped. Meanwhile, there were no other leaks across the engine. The liquid sealant did a great job in every application. I can recommend this thing without any doubts. Then at some point my intake flap has started making strange noises during ignition, so I've bought a new one. Looks like an original with the destroyed BMW spare part number on it. This problem was solved. Next issue, overheating engine. Even with the cold thermostat, the engine was getting very hot. Then I've realized I'm missing a fan shroud and electric fan for extra cooling. Installed the shroud. Installed the fan. Now the radiator outlet temperature was quite cool and the engine idle temp was around 90 degrees. Problem solved. I've bought universal O2 sensors and spliced them with the existing plugs. The kit is easy to use. Next big issue was the floating idle. According to the internet, the air consumption should be around 16 kg per hour and mine reading around 24. I've decided to clean them off with electric cleaner. This did not help, the reading is still high. I've decided to buy a new muff. The reading slightly decreased, but the idle was still floating. Okay, bought myself a smoking machine to test the engine for air leaks. Plug down the exhaust just in case. Let's test it. Works like a charm. I will use the hose of the tank purge valve as a smoke inlet. Need to isolate the air inlet. Okay, let's do it. And here is the first smoke. Strange, all of those front intake manifold gaskets were brand new. I've decided to buy a new gasket. A new one was much more higher. Looks like someone messed up with the spare part numbers. Look how high this gasket is. Should seal properly now. Let's test it. Looks okay now. Few new smoking places discovered. Let's fix those. Looks good now. The only smoking place was the duct tape intake boot. Let's crank the car. The idle is almost perfect now, but still slightly floating. Next issue notice was the difference in exhaust flow. The right exhaust pipe was producing less exhaust. Probably the catalytic converter is dead. I've removed the cats and tested the exhaust flow without them. The flow was equal on both sides. Okay, let's inspect the cats using the camera. Left side looks okay. The right side is dead, cat is melted. We'll have to look for another exhaust piece. This is quite challenged nowadays. That blocked cat could be one of the reasons for the floating idle as well. Idle was quite okay with removed cat. It's quite a pity actually, since I have already welded in the threads for the post-cut O2 sensors. Installed all of the 4 lambda sensors and tested them using INPA. They were alive. Anyways, it is what it is. Searching for new exhaust. Next issue, leaking fuel ramp quick fitting. Bought myself a new old ramp and decided to replace the injectors as well. Anyways, the engine is already almost brand new and it had old injectors in. Disassembled the top part and swapped the fuel ramp. The engine wiring needs attention as well. This will be the last job on this engine later on. I will repair it using the 4.6 IS engine loom. It was in good shape. Injectors had an A revision. New ones were C or D. Also, I've decided to install extra washers for the intake manifold fastening system to increase the holding pressure to minimize the air leaks. Those rubber gaskets tend to fail over the years. New fitting didn't leak. Car was saved from the fire hazard. I will connect the ASK valve as well. This solenoid is controlling the ASK flap at the filter box. This gives extra air boost for the 4.6. New issue popped up lately, a squeaky sound. I have several options regarding this, including the air leak, belt slip and belt tension. Tensioner is vibrating a bit. I think it shouldn't be like this. I will try to tackle this in the coming months. Now the engine wiring. I've compared the E38 and E53 DME wiring. There were a few differences. Extra ground wire and a plug for the ASK solenoid valve. The rest is the same as E38. Here is the extra ground cable, and that's the plug for the ASK valve. One wire goes into this connection point, and the blue wire goes into the DME connector. Extracted the wiring and install it in the E38 wiring. The ground wiring goes temporarily to the ground points. Basically now there are no any fault codes in the engine, and that's good. In the coming months, I will try to sort out the remaining two issues, rejuvenate the wiring, and basically that's it. The engine will be ready for the swap. Thanks for watching, stay tuned.